Good morning and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. As you can see today I have the two air fryers. Jeffrey, you know, this is Jeffrey's twin brother, which they sent me to try out, and I'm just ready to put the video up, but I love it anyway, so just so you know. But yeah, so today what we're going to do is we're going to be using the air fryers to cook the meat that I got yesterday. So we've got the pork here. And just for sizings, etc., this is going into this drawer here. So we'll just not just pull it off there because that didn't work, did it? There we go. So lovely joint of pork. In it goes. Ick. I hate that about pork. So let us get that wiped up. Ick, 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 ick. We hate the ick, we really do. There we go. Right, we'll get that cleaned in a minute. I have here my scalding hot water, my normal water. Right, so there we go. Just remove this papery thing that they have with it. Get that in the middle. Hands in the water again because it's very icky. Water's so hot. Right, there we go. So, we also have here, so we're going to put that one there because the hot air comes that way in this one. And my original Jeffrey, where the hot air comes out there. So it comes out this bit and this bit. So it is going to do the chicken. Just for your information, it is approximately 7:45 here on a Saturday morning. And I have to say, I'm quite liking this because I'm quite upbeat in the mornings, ready to do things. And a lot of the time what I'm doing is the shopping. But having done the shopping yesterday, right, let me just, again, wash my hand. That is scalding soapy water in there, and then cold water. What I am going to do is just get, please tell me that's going to shut. Yes, but we're going to have to put it on a low heat because it's quite high. So we'll put that there. There we go. Right, that's us ready. Oh, goodness gracious me. Right, so we've got the left hand in this one. It's got 180, so we're going to take the temperature down to 160. It's going to be roasting. No, I don't want it at 205, I want it at 160. Okay, it's not going any lower than the 180, so we'll I really should learn how to hit these buttons, you know, so that it just works every time. Right, 180 for 60 minutes. That will do that for now. And got roast again. I don't want it. Going to do 160 for an hour. We'll see how we get on. So, let the cooking morning begin. So, as I was getting ready to start making butter, I smelled chicken, which I'm not supposed to smell this early on. So I went and had a look and found this. So as you can see, this top bit is like almost cooked. The rest of it is raw. So what we're going to do, I tried to put it into the different air fryer, but unfortunately, this was a large chicken or an extra large. So it's going in the oven. I have not used my oven in many moons. Don't remember the last time I used my oven. But thankfully I have the foil roasting trays that I got quite some time ago. So yeah, chicken's going in the oven, people. is going to be interesting. So, there we go. I'll be back shortly with cream to make butter. Good morning again. So, we're now at 2 minutes past 8 on the Saturday morning. As you can see, the air fryer with the pork in it is still going there. The chicken is in the oven. And now we've got the fresh double cream to make the butter. And this, if you have a stand mixer, is the easiest thing in the world. It just is fabulous. So what you do is upend your cream into your mixer. And start whipping it. Oops. So this is what I would now call whipped cream. You know, with the soft peaks, well, relatively firm peaks, etc. So what I'm going to do is just take the silicone spatula and put it all down. I have to say, that took like 3 minutes, which is longer than I was expecting. Not quite sure what happened there, but I'm quite sure it didn't used to take that long to get cream to this consistency. So, yeah, we're just going to take it down from the sides. Then we're going to switch it on again. We're now at the next bit, which I call like the cheesy stage, because it looks like cottage cheese to me. You know, it's pretty solid and it's got that sort of funny texture to it. You tell I don't eat cottage cheese. But yeah, that's where we are now. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put that down and we're just going to squish that through there so that it's all in the bowl. Because now is when we should start getting a bit of another change and start getting some liquid out, which will be your buttermilk. So, fingers crossed. Here we are, we're now at 12 minutes past 8, so this is 10 minutes. Now, it's not quite turned yet, but there's just a few drops of liquid coming off of it now. You can hear the liquid in it. So, shouldn't be long now until we have beautiful homemade butter. And here we have the first look at the butter. These little grainy bits with the buttermilk dripping off of them. And we've got some buttermilk at the bottom of the bowl. So we're just going to give it another final mix, just to make sure that everything's there. Be back soon. Welcome to butter. And a very noisy dog who's chasing her tail. Stupid animal. So, we have the butter in the bowl, we have the butter there. Now what I am going to do is just get a jar that I have here. I'm just going to pop some muslin over it and possibly pop that there. Take that off. Now this is the buttermilk. Which, as I'm sure you all know, is fabulous stuff in pancakes and things. So, I'll get these bits of butter, stick that back under there, and sort out the buttermilk. So, that's the buttermilk in the jar. This is the most fabulous stuff for making pancakes and things. So we'll keep that. Now, next what we're going to do is we're going to pop this butter into the bowl. So we just squish it through. I have found that's normally the best or easiest way. Don't know if it's the best way, but it's certainly the easiest I've found. So we just squish it through there, and then what we're going to do is we're going to rinse the butter to get the buttermilk out of the actual butter. So the first thing to do is put some cold water in your butter. Now, I know some people will use ice in the cold water. I don't, because my water's from the mains. My water turns my hands blue quite quick enough, thank you, without putting ice in it. Now, as you can see, that is a lovely milky sort of mess. So what we want to do is we want to drain that, because we want to get rid of that buttermilk from it. But obviously we don't want to lose the butter. So what do? We get other bowls. Bear with me. There we go. So I now have a secondary bowl, which, yes, will probably be problematic because there's a lot of water in here, but we shall see. There we go. We'll just lift that out gently, give it a bit of a squeeze, pop that back in there, and pour away that water. Then I'll pound the butter into the bowl again. Some more cold water, and do the squishing and general mixing. Now, as you can see this time, the water's not as milky, so this is a good thing. So again, we'll pop the muslin over the bowl. And then just lift it up again with a bit of a gentle squeeze. Pop it back down. Again, as you can see, not as bad. So, some more cold water. And basically we just keep doing this until we get pretty much clear water. Which actually might be this time. Sometimes it takes you ages, sometimes not so much, and today looks to be one of those not so much days. So, let's pop this over. As you can see, not 100% clear, but certainly better. So I think once more should do it. And as you can see, the butter itself is starting to come together, so yep, there we go, that's that. I'm pretty sure that'll do me. Get the last of these bits of butter out, because obviously we don't want to lose anything, pop that in the sink, which did have hot water in it, but the hot water is now no longer, so we'll just do that. Be back shortly. Welcome back. Now, we are doing our butter making, and the first thing to do is get Granny's butter pats and scald them with the boiling waters, because that's what you do, seemingly. I don't know. My granny was not here to teach me, but I have picked up little bits and bobs. So we have the scalded butter patch, which seemingly, you know, like sterilises them to a certain extent. Then we're going to get our salt. Now this is a proper, I have to crackle it salt. And we're going to pop the butter on here. Now I use this glass chopping board because I don't use glass as a chopping board, it's bad for my knives. But it's really good for keeping the butter cool, means I'm not touching it, and I like my butter salted. So we're going to put some salt on there, break it up, put some salt over it there, and then start bringing it together, because that's seemingly what you do. Now, as you can see, I'm not terribly good at this. It's not something I do very often, but you know, if this is something that's going to save me money, and actually it's a really much nicer flavour normally. So there, as you can see, it's proper solid butter because I can barely knead it, but I need to be kneading it into some sort of semblance of order to mix the salt in. So, and also what you want is you want as few air pockets in it as possible, because when you have air pockets, I didn't know this was why this happened, but when you have the air pockets in it, that's when you try and spread it from the block, it sounds, well, you can hear the air coming out the pockets. See? Now, I'm presuming you can see there is some bits of moisture still coming out of this, because there just is. There's only so tight I can squeeze this myself. But basically, that's my butter. So, yeah. That is me all ready to put this in my butter dish. Which I won't, because the butter dish is full, but I'll go and put it in a container. Catch you later.